Okay, we've got a bit of a change of scenery for this video, and that's because I'm in the Isle of Man. Now it's probably a little bit windy because I'm up the mountain at the moment, or part of the way up it, but look at that. So the reason that I'm in the Isle of Man is because I've taken a break. I've had a little holiday, so I thought I'd come and see my dad. He lives out here, and hopefully I'll be living out here as soon as I can. So I think we're all packed up tightly. Everything's recording. So yeah, let's close the lid, start her up and go for a little jaunt, I suppose. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Now I have got my sat nav on, and it is coming through my Bluetooth comms unit. I've got no idea if my Bluetooth mic is going to pick that up, but I'm sure we'll find out as soon as Google Maps starts spouting off. Look at this wonderful landscape, man. I mean, this is why I want to be out here, really, because it is just beautiful. I can imagine you're going to be hearing a lot of noise, a lot of wind noise up here, because like I said, I'm up a mountain, and even when you're stationary it's quite noisy. But it should quieten down when we get to the other side of the mountain. We're heading towards a little reservoir. Yeah, when we get there I'll pull up and plan the next part of the route. The reason I'm going to the reservoir is because I'm pretty sure the last time I was out here, which is the TT for 2023, I'm pretty sure the last time I was out here there was a bit of road near the reservoir that was lined with evergreen trees, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I'm trying to find that bit again, and yeah, that's where we're going. Okay, so 3 kilometers down this road. Woohoo! Look at this! Awesome! It's a bit bumpy. Oh, there's no barrier either, so you know, if you make a mistake, you are, you know, you're gone. Down this hillside you go. So I don't want to push it too much. Well, I can't anyway, I've got a car in front of me, but oh, look at this. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
The sheep quite close to the road there. So you've got to be wary of that as well, I suppose. Look at that, look at this. Yeah, this sweeping hillside all the way down to this reservoir or lake or whatever the hell it is. That's awesome. That is awesome. I think just that alone sort of explains why I want to get out here and live out here. I think I could quite happily settle out here, rest my bones. I think once I'm out here, I won't want to be anywhere else. Yeah, well, fingers crossed. You know, never say never, because you know you could get out here and after a couple of years sort of going, "No, it ain't for me," but I doubt that's going to happen. I did live out here before in my 20s, and I've got to be honest, I was bored. And there's 2 reasons for that. One is that I was 20, and I'd been used to sort of living in a place where I could get a train to London to go see gigs and all the rest of it. Yeah, the pace of life in the UK is a little bit different to how it is on an island like this. So yeah, so that's reason number one. I was 20. The other reason was I was working as a chef, and the working hours is totally unsociable. So yeah, I was at work during most of the day and most of the night, because I was doing split shifts most of the time, which sucked balls. Yeah, I worked most of the time, and I didn't have transport. I didn't actually have a motorbike at the time either, so it's not like a good jaunt around the island either. So yeah, for a 20-year-old, it was quite dull. But I've got to say, I'm 45 next year. At this pace of life, is definitely much more my speed now. So I can't wait to get out here. Right, so let's have a look where we're going to go then. So, directions. Look at this! Hell yeah! What a fucking awesome backdrop for a little road like this, you know? Just framed by nature. All these trees and... oh, fuck. I should probably take it a little bit easier because this road is quite narrow and I've got saddlebags on this. And if I come across a van like I just did then, that could spell trouble. So, yeah. Wow, this is a little winding little lane, isn't it? Look at this. This is a little sharp hairpin. Jesus, look at this. Excellent. Excellent fun. Is this another one? Yeah. Come on the outside this time. Okay, so where do we go now? Just follow the lane up. And then through the forest. Right, hopefully it'll be a little less windy now that we're sort of not so far up the mountain and we're surrounded by foliage even, you know, trees and whatnot, so that should block a little bit maybe. Probably not much because, you know, these valleys and whatnot probably whip wind through them. Look at that. It's quite hard to, well, I suppose that's what the 360 camera's for. It's quite hard to keep my eye on the road because you never know what's coming around these corners and soak in all the landscape because it is brilliant. I've got to say, the roads are pretty quiet as well, which is even better. Imagine living there, just sort of in the middle of nowhere, man. Oh, you're going to be fucking in front of me all the way, aren't you? Oh yeah, okay, cool. She probably didn't want a motorbike up her arse, and that's why she let me go. Because she's probably going to take it nice and easy, whereas I'll probably push it a little bit more than she will. I can't see her behind me, so I'm guessing I'm correct. I'm not even going that fast, really. Oh, man. This is why I want to live here, man. Just... yeah. This is definitely the place for me. Right, is this a cattle grid? Yeah, I'll pull over and let him... Nice little nod there. That was very nice. And that's the other thing as well. The people on this island are so nice, man. Which is no surprise, because when you're living like this, what's there to be angry about, I suppose? You know what I mean? And they all love bikes. Well, yeah, I think you'd have to live on the Isle of Man, wouldn't you? If you didn't, you'd move to the wrong place. Earlier, when I was up the mountain, I said, you know, there's a little bit just after the reservoir, and I think it's the bit I remember with, you know, all the evergreen trees and whatnot. It was the bit I was thinking of. So I'm so happy that I found it, because what an amazing piece of road and what an amazing landscape this bit is. This isn't the only place either. I mean, there's parts of this island that are just as beautiful, and I'll try and capture those when I go out for other little jaunts. So hopefully I can transfer this footage to some memory cards to free up some space, and then come out for another jaunt tomorrow. And I'm hoping the weather's going to hold up. And yeah, I'll try and get some more of the island on film. Maybe the south of the island, because I'm currently heading to Ramsey. So I'm hoping that I can, you know, record some of Peel, maybe Port Erin. I'm hoping the, I can address the 360, can't I? I'm hoping this camera, my helmet camera, is going to record well, because I'm trying a different experiment today. You'll notice that I haven't got an ND filter on it, because I thought I'd go for a more auto kind of setup, an automatic kind of settings. So what I've done is, the shutter speed is set to auto, the ISO is set to 400 max. Oh, nice one, he's going to let me out. Yeah, 400 max. So hopefully, because the shutter speed's on auto, it should adjust it automatically to get the right lighting and exposure. Sure, it's not going to have the correct motion blur throughout, but because I'm going through environments, some of which are brighter, some of which are darker, I think this may give better results. I've set to the colour mode to vivid, so hopefully that'll make the colours pop, especially in green areas like this. But you notice that I'm under trees, it's probably going to get a bit darker. And if I had an ND filter on with my shutter speed locked, it's going to remain dark. That's what it was like in my last video. So I'm hoping maybe this sort of more automatic approach gives better results in terms of lighting. If it's really, really bad results in terms of, I don't know, not shutter speed, in terms of motion blur and stability, like the stabilisation, because that relies on the shutter speed, well then I'll go back to what I was doing. But I'm hoping that this gives us some kind of different but good result. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is bring this into Ramsey and then cut the recording there. I might have to go buy a portable hard drive or something, because both of these cameras have got an SSD in them. I think this one's got 256 gig and the 360 has got 512 gig. But just to record on this for say 30 minutes and record well, the 360 for 30 minutes, you might be looking at 90 gig of data for 30 minutes of footage. And for this, it's probably, you know, half that, maybe 40 gig for half an hour's worth of footage, or 40 minutes worth of footage. So yeah, if I do this every day, I'm going to run out of storage space rather quickly. So I might have to nip to Curry's and see if they've got a portable storage device so I can transfer from these cameras to it. Oh look, the K tree. Me, that's a marker. There's a race coming up actually. I'm in the Isle of Man now. It's currently, I forgot what the date is, but I'm in August. There's nothing on at the moment, which I'm quite happy about, because I came over to see my dad, and it also makes it easy to get around the island, because when racing is on, they close the road. So if you're at home, you're cut off and you can't leave, or if you're out, you're cut off from getting home. You know, depending where you are and when you are. But because there's nothing on at the moment, it's quite easy for me to get around the island when I want. But there is racing coming. So TT has already happened. That's the last week of May, I believe. Last week of May, and it goes to June, middle of June, something like that. What we've got coming up at the end of August is the Manx Grand Prix. I don't know the exact date that happens, but it definitely starts after I go home, and I'm here for a week. NANI?! Okay, we're back on the bike again, and it's a different day now. So when I filmed the first time, that was on Monday. Tuesday was a bit of a washout. It rained most of the morning and early afternoon, and then when it cleared up in the late afternoon, I went and got myself a 1 terabyte SSD so I could lob this footage on it, because, you know, 360 footage is quite big. So anyway, it's Wednesday now, and the sky has brightened up again. As you can probably already see, it's lovely blue skies, and I'm in the south of the island now. So I'm just coming out of, where am I? Castletown, I think? And we're heading towards Port Erin and Port St Mary, so it's one of these. I think they're pretty close to each other, actually. So let's close this to make sure there's no wind noise. Oh, look at this. Look at this landscape. Wow. Again, beautiful. And here we are. We've got the sea in front of us. So yeah, I thought we'd take a jaunt to the south of the island, because we did... what did we do yesterday? Yeah, we kind of went up through the middle and ended up at Ramsey, which is in the north of the Isle of Man. So I thought I'd come and check out the south, scoot along the coast, and then possibly shoot up to the west of the island and visit Peel. Oh yeah, so this looks like a great stretch of road. It looks like it follows the coast all the way round. So that's cool. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video that I recorded on Monday, but yeah, I plan to move to the Isle of Man, and I plan to buy a house in the Isle of Man. But I figured that it'd be much easier to buy a house in the Isle of Man if I was already here. So my thinking was, well, let's rent first. Let's rent a place in the Isle of Man, and then I'm in the Isle of Man and available to view properties to buy. I'd never want to buy a property without seeing it first. So I mean, my dad lives here, so I could always ask my dad to go view a property, but it's not the same as seeing it yourself. You don't know if you're going to like it aesthetically, even if you can tick off all the things like, you know, plumbing and electrics and all that stuff, which my dad is more than qualified to give an opinion on. But what he can't give an opinion on is taste. So on Monday I went round all the estate agents in Douglas and signed up to all of them, and I can tell you it's pretty dire at the moment. The renting space, the renting arena, nearly every single one of them said, we've kind of got nothing at the moment. I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. And that was a repeat performance throughout all the estate agents in Douglas. Oh yeah, something else that's changed since I recorded on Monday. On Monday I had my sat-nav on and I can hear it through my helmet. But obviously when she pipes up and I'm speaking, it kind of interrupts me. So from your guys' point of view, either you can hear her, you can hear the sat-nav, or we'll make up your mind then, mate. There we go. Yeah, either you can hear her, so it makes sense that I'm pausing, or you can't hear her and it just sounds like I've stopped mid-sentence. So today what I've done is, please move, thank you. Fuck me. It's a corner, mate. Jeez. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so what I've done today is I've reduced the volume of the old sat-nav, the Batty Satty. I've lowered her right down because I don't need to know the details. I just need to know that she has in fact piped up, so I can take a quick glance down at the map to see where the turning's coming up. So I mean, she might as well just go la 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 la, because I just need to know that she's telling me that a turning I've got to make is coming up. I don't need to know what it's called, or so yeah, that's what I've done today. So you shouldn't hear her at all, and I shouldn't have to stop talking because she's piped up, because the volume's really low for her. Right, is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Imagine living in one of these, like that little bungalow would be perfect. There's a little bungalow with a garage. That'd be fucking perfect for me. No, excuse me. Got a little bit of a sneeze going on there. Here we go. This is my destination. I wanted to be able to park up somewhere. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so we are leaving and we're heading down to the Calf of Man. So this is the most southern tip. And I think there's a little cafe down there. I think it's called the Sound Cafe, and that's the name of the sort of the bit of the island we're going to. It is called the Sound. I'm hoping we got some lovely scenery on the way, and I'm hoping we get to a bit where we can actually open up the bike a little bit in terms of speed. So far today we've been sort of trundling behind other traffic and going through little towns like this, so let's hope we get some decent landscape and some decent speed. I haven't heard the sat-nav pipe up yet either, so is she actually on? Because if not, I think it's because I haven't turned on my Bluetooth actually. Yeah, I actually haven't heard a peep out of it yet. I don't think I've turned my Bluetooth on, so let me find these. Oh shit, I'm gonna pull over. You goddamn idiot. There we go. We turned on now, so hopefully we'll get some instructions as we go along. Okay. Well, I gotta say, already the scenery's interesting because we're climbing up. I don't know if the video is going to convey how steep that was then, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I'll slow down a bit. I thought that might have opened up into getting the right gear. That'd happen. That would help. Yeah, I thought that was going to open up into the countryside, but it's just more town, just on this steep climb. Alright. What is that up there? It looks like a huge satellite dish or something. Yeah. Right, pay attention to the road, Sammy boy. Okay, now we got national speed limit, and the national speed limit in the Isle of Man is whatever you like. Look at this. Woohoo! I should imagine the stabilisation for both cameras are going to have their work cut out, because this road is quite bumpy. Whee. Oh shit. Okay, calm down, Sam. You don't know these roads very well. Definitely take it easier on blind turns. I mean, this one's not so bad. I can see where it's going. But, shit like that don't help. Get on your own side of the road, mate. Ah, I can hear her now. So yeah, it did kick in eventually. Oh wow, look at this. Just, I'm going to take it easy here, because just holy shit. This right here is why I want to get out here. Why I want to live here. How amazing is that? Right, I've arrived according to my sat-nav friend. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, we're back on the road again. We've left the sound now. We've just left it, and the sat-nav is fired back up again, and we're going to be heading to Peel. Actually, no. We're going to another port town. And then we're going to Peel. Okay, right, we're on our way. We're on this road for 1.5 kilometres. This looks like it could be a good ride down here. Sure, a little bumpy, but very, very interesting. And hopefully it takes us across some vast sort of dales of the island. Although I've got to say, it is a bit sketchy. There's a lot of gravel on the road, so we may have to watch it. But look at this. Hey, whoa, I left my seat then. Damn, look at this. Look at this. Yet another reason for me to want to get out here. This is just incredible. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, you might notice that as we go through this stuff here, you'll see in the landscape, you'll see a purple flower. Now, I'm pretty sure the last time I was out here, I was told about this flower that seems to be native to the Isle of Man. And I can't remember what it's called. I'll ask my dad later. And if he tells me, I'll let you know. There we go, come on. Oh, you don't fancy it? There we go. Towards the end of that overtake, I thought, you idiot. If something comes out of nowhere, you're fucked. But I actually realised that when I looked further up the road, I could see a lot further from up there. And yeah, it was, well, it turned out to be safe, so that's fine. Nice little nod for a fellow biker. Here we go. This is the bit I was thinking of on the way to Peel from Port Erin, and if I am right, yeah, this is in the middle of nowhere, and we can open it up a little bit in a minute. Look at this. Look at this. How fucking fantastic is that? Woohoo! Here we go. I'm a lot happier now. I'm actually moving. Part of the reason I'm happier is because I'm moving at at a rate in which I get some air around my jackets, because it is quite hot now. And when you're moving through towns, especially when you're stuck behind someone, it heats up and can get pretty uncomfortable pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm glad we're shifting now. Plus, because we're elevated, the air tends to be a little bit cooler as it whips off these hills. So yeah, definitely a lot happier than I was. Oh my god. I think these colours on the hillsides here, the yellow, the purple, I think they're going to come out great on this footage, fingers crossed. Slow down a bit, we don't want to ruin this holiday, do we? I think we're under a cloud now. There we go. Yeah. Cut across a little bit because we can see what's coming. Now there should be a turning up here, like a really sharp. Yeah, here we go. Look at that view. That's just fucking lovely, isn't it? So I'm really loving this car in front of me, because at no point have I been tempted to overtake it. And that's because he's not driving like a massive pussy, which is really, really nice. I mean, this is what I'd be considering normal driving for a road like this, and at the speed limits that you've got on the island. I think on these roads it is, I think this is national speed limit up here, so this is fine. But sometimes you'll get, I don't know, especially over the course road bit, over the mountain, Snaefell mountain, you get people that travel across that mountain and they'll be doing 30-40 mile an hour, and it's like, you live on the island, why have you come this way? You know what happens here. Why are you doing this? You know what I mean? I'm trying to look at my sat nav, but it's very. I tell you what, I hope they improve that about the Pixel phone. I've got a Pixel 7 here, and its maximum brightness in direct sunlight isn't particularly great. I've got to say. Right, okay, so this is where we want to go, down here. Okay, so I've got to travel down here for 12 kilometres. This should be a nice bit of road as well. Look at this. Yeah! Woo! Oh, of course. We've got a bloody great coach in front of us. You know that fantasy people ask you about, oh, what would you do if, you know, you woke up one day and you were the last person left on Earth? I'd love it, because this wouldn't be happening. Oh, I was having such a good time then. Right, let's see if I can... Let's see what's up this hill. Right, there's nothing coming there. Yeah, okay. There we go. We got past it, and now we can have some fun. Woo! Oh, there's a lot of flies up here. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit bumpy. I mean, this isn't course road, so it's not going to be smooth, is it? But, you know, as far as back roads go, going up hills and through dales, this is pretty smooth. I mean, if you got this this type of country road back home would be full of potholes and, you know, all the rest of it. So considering that it's a bit bumpy and a little bit rough, it's still a billion times better from this type of road you'd get at home, to be honest. Nice slow corner there, and then pick it up a bit. Yeah, there we go, okay. I just didn't want to go too fast because you never know what's around the next corner. Wow, this is a great piece of road. I don't know if it's going to translate okay to video, but let's hope so. I mean, look at this. It's a steep drop. Obviously, you guys can't feel how steep this is on video, but my nose is pointing down, and I'm looking at the sea, baby. Let's speed up a little bit. Right, where are we going? Dalby, in the parish of Patrick. Caught up to another bloody coach now. Old bus vanning. This is something else I've noticed about the island, actually. I saw a couple of these buses yesterday. I saw a double-decker one of those, I think, in Douglas. I've seen a few of these little shuttle ones as well. And they all look very well kept. So they're all very clean. And they all seem to be sort of newish. So it seems like the public transport on the Isle of Man is well run and looked after. And I suppose when you've got swathes of countryside like this, it's not like you can walk, is it, if you haven't got transport? So, you know, it's probably quite important that the transport is good here, because getting between, say, I don't know, Port Erin and Peel, it's going to be a pain in the arse. So yeah, I suppose it's pretty cool that they do this. Let's hope we get a nice long... I want to be able to see what's coming so I can overtake this fool. And I don't want to take any risks. The shite thing about this as well is because the vehicle's so tall, it actually blocks the view of the scenery as well. So I'll probably edit this bit out. It's like a fucking wall on wheels, isn't it? How annoying is that? Right, here we go. Yeah, I'll take this quite slow, because it's an epic little corner, that is. Alright, can't overtake through village. Oh, well, I've got to say, this bus is ruining quite a large part of this journey. Oh, are you pulling over? Oh, fuck. Thank you. There we go. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad. I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll just park behind her, but then I thought, wait, am I going to be stuck behind her for the next God knows how many miles? So yeah, I'm kind of glad I jumped in front of her, to be honest. Because if she's going to be travelling through the hills and dales of the Isle of Man at 30 miles an hour, no thank you. Here we go, national speed limit. Let's pick it up, baby. Right, that felt like the pickup was a bit slow. Well, I'm down to 2 bars on the fuel. So, I'm not even sure if there's got to be a petrol station in Peel, I'm guessing. And that is a guess. There probably better be. I don't even know how much longer these batteries are going to last in my camera, because I've done a lot of waiting around and being stuck behind vehicles and whatnot, and this is quite a long journey as well. Okay, 30 miles an hour. Let's calm it down. They've still got phone boxes here, which is nice. I don't think there's many left in England now. Here we go, national speed limit again. Thank you for driving carefully. My pleasure. Reduce speed now. Yeah, I should imagine this is a bit of a dangerous corner for people that come over to ride, you know, their motorcycles fast, because that road you literally just open up the national speed limit, which is as fast as you like, and then you've got that corner. So it doesn't surprise me to put a little cone there with a reduced speed, because that makes me think a number of people have splattered themselves into the field opposite. Oh, we're here, we're in the field. Because that chimney right there, I think, is the kipper smoking factory. I think. I'm not sure if that's even operational anymore. Actually, it may not be. Well, I think I might leave this there. Well, I'll stop the cameras in a minute and see how much battery I've got left. But I did what I wanted to do today, which was the south of the island, and then we've come up to come up the west coast of Peel as well. So I've basically done the bits of the island that I wanted to do today. Well, this is very quaint, isn't it? Look at this. This is very old school. Yeah, I think I'll call it a day here.